Six today. Ready. And racing, Rosie Road astride, slow bit of speed, middle of the pack here to Osty's Ruby, and Outfighter. There we go, Kalara's Fancy. Kalara's Fancy to the lead here. Decadent sits beautifully. Then we go to Rosie Road. It's inside and blazing handy, followed back by Winsome James, Ali Funk, out wide at Teddy Road, and last of all, Osty's Ruby. Off the top they come. Kalara's Fancy, Decadent if good enough, getting into the races and blazing late. Back there now we go to Rosie Road on the corner. Kalara's Fancy out wide. It comes and blazing. Kalara's Fancy through and blazing. Kalara's Fancy. Either way, there's noses, wouldn't know. Decadent. Then we go back to Rosie Road, followed back there now Osty's Ruby. Teddy Road further back we had Osty's Ruby in a couple of places here. Winsome James was at the tail of the field, but gee, this is close. It's going to be one of Schofield's. Kalara's Fancy out at one, and then Blazing's really hit it late here as they've gone to the post. We'll wait and see. Just have a look at a replay here. That might help us a little bit. Seven's home. Kalara's Fancy. The five's just lobbed. I think it might have just grabbed it in Blazing. The last hop here. And yeah, it does get up, doesn't it? Yeah. The posted, in fact, 5, 7, 8 and 1, 30 and 77 was the winner's time. Splits 486, 1584, 14 and 93. So the 5 gets up to score here in Blazing, and has done it nicely. Middle of the pack, another downgraded runner here, and will get the prize. Bit of squeezing up here going to the first one. This thing's been last. Has Emblazing and shot round the outside of them here, and will get up in the last hop. I don't know what the margin was, a nose, a half head or something, but it has got the prize, and in fact it's ahead by 3.5, ahead by 3.5. We'll be back with the next of pick 6 when they're due to hop out at 4:27.
Cheers, Pete. Look forward to returning for that one. And Gold for Thice is the $3 favourite, option 908 at this stage with the bookmakers. Heading back to Ashburton now for the final time. And we're back to you, Mark Rosanowski. Rosso, been a nice afternoon of racing, and well, sticking out in my mind at least, the Cup trial from Flying Alibi.
Yeah, Flying Alibi was outstanding, Russell, a little earlier in the day, no question about that. In terms of a Winter Cup trial, you couldn't have asked for better. The Southern runners that turned out today, the likes of Don't Say Clang and Waitui Magic, who both went pretty good races as well. Trilogy, who found the 1400 way too short, and you'd think would find the mile too short to come Winter Cup time. But they are all inside the top 15 or so. Flying Alibi.
Racing coming out on its nose there was Big Sam's Girl Speed, middle of the pack here to Gold for Thice, the inside. There we go to Key back in third posse. There is Showtime Mattis, that's followed down in the railway. That next runner there was Homebush Tui out wide of the track there now to Pampas, further back there to Todd on the corner. Key the inside, Gold for Thice. Key gets him. Gold for Thice, then we go to Showtime Mattis, followed across here by Homebush Tui. That's followed back there by Pampas. Then we go with the next couple of runners, Cyclone Hurley, Big Sam's Girl and Todd last. It was rough up and down that race, but you'll find the 3 will get them. Keep, and followed up that nice win the other day and has done the job and done it well here. 3, 6 and the 8 as they've gone to the post. 4:31.60. Gold for Thice, 150 Showtime Mattis was the next to greet here in the 8 to the day. Here they are. Look, just missed it. He got a bit of hoop, hadn't he? Just charged along the inside. Nothing's blocked him. Nothing's come across. And that was the winning of the race. 3:68, and the next one in was the 7 Homebush Tui. 18 and 87. The time splits 4:79. And to the post in 14:08. Once he found the lead, too strong. A Gold for Thice, another good run. And then Showtime Mattis. 3:687. 1887. Key by Most Awesome from Tier, from the Oregon Kennels, owned by M.B. Stanaway. The 6 and next Gold for Thice for Maxie Matthews, and the 8 to Showtime Mattis, Jared Udy and Denise Cotton. That's your officials. 3:687, 1887, 4:79, 14:08 length by 4. Here they are from the boxes. You see, he just dwelt a little. 2 come out in its nose. Then he's just pushed along the rail. Gold for Thice has just given him all the room in the world. Said thanks very much, and away went Key. And she's Racing Hot Wax away nicely here with Big Time Lucky and out wide of the track. There we go to Martin Street. Along the inside is R6, whipping round the outside there to Sharona. 1 or 2 getting into a little bit of trouble. Here he is, a bit of work to do. It's inside Lamados and out the back door. Now we go Martin Street, One Wild Thing. On the corner, the inside Hot Wax kicks and the outside R6 Hot Wax close here. Then we go to Here He Is, followed across there now by Sharona. The inside of runners was Lamados. Followed back there by Big Time Lucky, Martin Street and One Wild Thing. Close. Here, Big Time Lucky has come late at Hot Wax. Desperately close. Here he is, will get third. It heads up, head down here. And Big Time Lucky. Was it there? We had the 3, wasn't it? Here they go, the 3, the 9. They jumped the 4 there at Martin Street. What happened to him? The 2, it was R6, wasn't it, getting home? Not the 3. R6, I think we had in our call, wasn't it? Here they are. Let's have a look at them. R6 and down on the inside here is Hot Wax. And in behind them there we go to Here He Is 2. And the 9, head up, head down. Geez, he's got a lot of length in him, hadn't he? R6, 37.5 kilos. He gets home. 2, 9, 8, 7, 19.03. The winner's time splits 4.74. And to the post in A, 14 and 29. So ask 6, 10.60, 2.50. So the inside boxes do the job. Hot Wax gave a bit of cheek, didn't it? And has been caught late. The 3 was up there early, Big Time Lucky. But it was on. We race. Indeed Unique astride, slow speed out wide the track here to Stormy Road. Drives the lead, 2 or 3 there. Down on the inside of runners we go to Strike Once. The outside there now is Beetalicious starting to run. Indeed Unique. Back there now to Cherry Tree Lane and Plasma. Off down the back they go. Rails opens up here for Beetalicious. Takes it out wide of there to Stormy Road. Getting into the races. Indeed Unique. 2 back there to Strike Once. Is followed further back by Cherry Tree Lane. Plasma on the corner still going. Beetalicious. Here comes Indeed Unique. Starts the stretch. Beetalicious home from Indeed Unique. Then we go, the next runner across would have been Strike Once, followed back there by Stormy Road, and they're followed in Cherry Tree Lane and Plasma. Be Delicious, number 6, 6, 1 and the 2 here. And Be Delicious around about the $5 mark, 5.60 was it? And has done the job over Indeed Unique. Just got out of its ground, looked as though it was going to pick it up and put it away. Coming off the top, Indeed Unique, but hasn't. And we'll find 6, 1, 2 and the 7. 30 and 72 splits 481, just missed the 1 off the middle. 14 and 80 to the post. 30 and 72 was the winner's time. Be Delicious 481, 15.92 and to the post in a 14 and 80. So Be Delicious from the Craig Kennels by Surf Lorien from Rivette Reason doing the job here. The one just astride slow, wasn't it? Indeed Unique to find its feet. The early speed going there of Stormy Road. They're just a compounded coming off the top. Stormy Road. Box and set, bunny rolls. Penultimate pick 6. And racing Austin Wild away nicely and out wide. There we go to Corporal Jones between runners there. That's Miss Arkansas, followed round the outside by Rhoda Holmes. A length or 2 back there to play the whistle. Getting round its outside is 5K Cat. Dropping to the tail there now is Expenditure on the corner. Lining them up the rail. I think Rhoda Holmes has found the lead and out wide of Corporal Jones. Rhoda Holmes, Corporal Jones. Then we go Austin Wild, followed back there by Miss Arkansas. That's followed home by 5K Cat. Further back we would have had Bear Cub, Play the Whistle, Expenditure. Rhoda Holmes will do the job here. 7 over the 9 and the 1. And Rhoda Holmes, disappointed Cambridge, won here the week before. And as we say, the leading trainer in Whittianga, Brent Littlejohn, doing the job there. And it's got away nicely. It's right up between them was Rhoda Holmes. The 9 there, the 1 there, and the 3's the other one up there. 7, 9, 1 and 3, 18.77 was the winner's time. Splits 4.68, 14.09 there. And Rhoda Holmes just did the right thing. Pushed along the inside, trying hard out wide. There was Corporal Jones, has missed by 3/4 or so, and then back to Austin Wild. The 7, the 9, the 1 and the 3. In our 11th, the no margins up, 1 to go for pick 6. Here's the rush from the boxes, and the 1, the 3, the 7 and the 9 are right there. 3 just run it, just held the line there of the 7. Then it's ducked down What happens? And racing slow away there was Cheverton. Early speed goes with Captain Carlos. An outbiter there too. Dolly Scramble hopping onto their backs as Global Dole. Rail Kid Coonawarra followed round there by Punk Scooter. Enough is enough. The tail of the field. Cheverton last of all. Fancy Millie on the corner rail. Captain Carlos. Dolly Scramble runs wide. Captain Carlos. Dolly Scramble. Then we go to Enough is enough. Global Dole followed home there now by Kid Coonawarra. Outbiter would have been Fancy Millie too at the tail of the field. Punk Scooter. Cheverton. There it is. Off the inside. The captain does the job. Number 1. Captain Carlos will beat the 4 and the 7. As they've gone to the post and getting into that inside box, turned him round all right for Mick Lizelle by thrilling Sam From at 10 up 1:4.75, 18 and 64. The winner's time. 1 or 2 of them very slow from the hop, including your favourite Cheverton, who really has done nothing. Splits 4.71, 13.93, 18.64 the overall there. But Captain Carlos held from Dolly Scramble out wide. She's missed a half length or a long neck. And then the 7 and the 5, 18.64 the last. 1 or 2 of you happy with Captain Carlos doing the job in the last of the day. They're just the winning of the race is just jumping off that red. You can see the 2 was slow there at Cheverton. And that really put paid to any chance it might have got home all right, Cheverton. Don't write it off just yet. One would think you might just have to have another look at it next time round. But these 2 got away, didn't they?